Know where are you logging in from. Let us know where you're logging in from if we can. Please let us know. We want to see who is in the house. We have Cyprus in the house. You're very much welcome. Let's see who is in the house. Welcome, Imola. Long time you guys have been traveling a lot, and we need to hear stories about where you have been. Toko from Blawayo Tapiwa from UK. Let us see where you are logging in from. Let us see who is attending our training. We have Egri from Cyprus. You know, Egri and Egri, Chongi, and Imola have been traveling a lot. We need to really hear what has been happening. Rita from Blawayo. You are here. Sweden is in the house. Mona is here. Europe is represented here. And let's see who else is here. So, guys, if you have your team members that are here, that are not yet here, please just remind them to log in because this is our system to build our business. And tonight we are so much privileged and honored because we have someone that is special that's going to be um, doing the training for us. And I'm so excited and I can't wait to really hear what is in their heart and what they're going to be sharing. But this is somebody that I've now known for over a year now through our industry, because this industry, what it does is that it makes you to meet people that ordinarily you could not meet. So I'm your host tonight. I didn't introduce myself. So my name is Aaron Zinyanya and I'm an Emerald Ambassador. I'm based here in the UK and I'm doing this very party time, and I'm telling you it's changing my lives and we are changing lives globally. But it is my privilege and my honor for me to be introducing our trainer tonight. This is a lady that I've known now for over a year through our industry. She's a systems engineer with a local bank in Zimbabwe, and she is somebody who is becoming a great leader in the making. Because, you know, if you want to be a leader, you become a follower first before you can lead anybody. But if you see yourself as somebody who can't be led, let me tell you, leadership is quite very far from you. I've seen her growing slowly and becoming the person that she is. And I met with her in the first time we met. It was in Barcelona, and I remember she'll talk about it, but I remember the struggle that she had. But because of the commitment that she has in terms of building this business, so whatever she's going to be teaching tonight, it's something that is coming from within, something that she's doing. It's not theory, it's really practical. So you need really to listen to her story and what she's going to be teaching us tonight. And myself, I have my notebook and I'll be listening. So, ladies and gentlemen, I just want you to really put some love emojis and some welcome as I bring to the training podium none other than our Emerald Ambassador, Rumbi Mugwanda. To be an Emerald, it means you have built a team of 200 plus. That's a big feat. So it means it's somebody who knows what they're doing. So please, ladies and gentlemen, allow me, Emerald Ambassador Rumbi, to take over, and then we will be listening to her. So, Emerald Ambassador Rumbi, over to you.
Wow, amazing. Thank you so much, Coach Aaron. Can you hear me clearly?
Yes, I can hear you.
Sure. Thank you so much for the welcoming remarks. I greatly appreciate your leadership. My name is Rumbi Mugwanda, like he said. I just started my screen with this quote that 1,000 miles begins with a single step. What is this single step? The act that you have done tonight by joining this training is the first step towards changing your business. That decision of coming to be trained, to listen to how others are doing it, the do's and don'ts, what to do next, the next step to take, and how the journey that we have traveled and where we are now, it's truly amazing. So let me be the first one to congratulate you for jumping in and being part of this training. That's a great step that you have taken tonight, and I promise you, your life will never be the same again, and your business will never be the same. When I tell you about what happened to me a year ago and what's happening to my team, how we are doing it, and how we are changing communities, and where our lives are right now. So let me just talk a bit about the training topics that I'm about to talk about tonight. So tonight, I'm going to talk about three important topics in this training. The first thing, I'm going to talk about trainings, plugging into trainings, and the second thing I'm going to talk about is the Benjamin promotion. It's happening and it's live. It's real in March. It was extended in March. If you don't know about it, I'm going to share a bit what it means and what's happening in our teams and how we are taking advantage of the Benjamin promotion to grow our teams. And lastly, I'm going to talk about subscriptions. This is like a key thing to our business. Remember, we are a subscription-based club. So when you fail to pay your subscriptions on time, a lot of things are going to happen. You're going to have interruptions because that's our key business. So let me talk briefly about what happened a year ago to myself. I received a very powerful call from a mentor of mine. I was in a position where I was about to leave the country. I'd packed my bags. Things were not really working. Actually, I started applying to go to Canada. I was just living from paycheck to paycheck. I don't know if you can relate, if you've been there. I mean, I did my first degree in information technology, and I did my second degree in information security and digital forensics, but in a couple of certifications. But my life was not changing. Still, the paycheck didn't change after doing all that. So I had no savings, and rentals are very expensive. Where I'm staying currently, I used to stay in a smaller town, and I was moved to the head office, and I was struggling to pay rent. You can imagine. So I was having this debate that what do I do with my life? Should I leave the country? So I was caught up between the border, whether to leave my country and look for greener pastures or to stay and have no savings and do the same thing over and over again, like what I was doing the past 5 years. So that was really frustrating me. I don't want to lie. But a similar call that took me to Viago really changed my life. I don't want to lie. My life is really changed in so many ways financially. The first thing I was told when I made that decision by my leader is you have to be a follower first before you lead. And that statement really struck me that really I have to be a follower before I lead anybody. It meant that I had to follow somebody and be trained, be coached, and know about the business because I didn't know anything about it. So I decided to be a follower first. And I was told the second thing that be coachable. If you're coachable, we will make you unstoppable. And the third thing I was told was be trainable. But as I had these things, it wasn't easy. I could share that, my dear brothers and sisters, as much as I had these three simple things, it wasn't easy to apply. So something I was told again is you have to keep the fire burning. What is your source of fuel? What are you doing to keep your fire burning? What is your source of fuel? What is your why? Why are you doing this business? Are you looking for financial freedom? Are you looking for a safer platform to travel? Are you looking for something to change your life? Is it financial? Do you want to change your current position? Like something I was looking for, my greatest why is I realized that in the next coming 5 years, my life was never going to change, and neither was I going to become the next upcoming director anytime soon. I need again maybe some next 5 years, and really seemed impossible. But in this business, I was told you are the director of your own business. So that even gave me a greater why that I needed the financial freedom and I could really direct my life the way I wanted it. So tonight, I just want you to write your why. Why are you doing this business? Because your why is the one which keeps your fire burning. what is it that the reason why you're doing Viago? What is your greatest why? I want you to write it down. And if you have a board where you can stick it, write it in boldness. Why you are doing this business? Because that is going to be the fuel for your fire. That's going to keep you going. And when we talk about fire, we are talking about your inner self, the motivation within you, the drive within you, something that's going to take you from point A to B. So, and write it down when you have forgotten. It's also something we're going to remind you that why don't you look at your why and remember where you want to be. And the other thing that happened is the journey has not been easy. I met a couple of no's. Let me tell you a story what happened to me when the first day when I started business. Like any other person, I opened my shop. I made a list of 20 people, and these were like my inner circle people. I really thought, this is it. I'm going to start my business and I'm never turning back. And if I have 20, this 20, it means I now have 10 left, 10 right. I was busy planning and writing the list, put the numbers, and I started calling them. Let me tell you what really happened. Maybe you might have experienced that, or you've been there. I was slammed with a lot of no's to my face, and that really took me down. The whys really took me down. I don't want to lie. Because imagine having your list of 20 or 100 people and they slam you with the straight no, not even watching the Zoom. They all said no. And that hit me hard that I spent the whole day on my couch. I was off duty, contemplating whether I had made the right decision or the correct decision. It really got to me that had I invested in the right business? Had I made the right decision? I was at that point. But then I remembered then again that what if I had been selling something, if I had a shop and somebody had walked in and asked for a price, or maybe I was selling some groceries and they'd asked how much are the apples, and then they had said no, they are not interested, or they don't like the type of products that I have. Was I going to close my shop because that person had said they're not interested in buying the apples, or they had commented that the products are not the ones they like? So that question really struck me hard, that really, am I sleeping on the couch because somebody said no? So I shifted my focus to the list, to another list. And apparently on my list, there were people that I had stereotyped and said, this one is not interested, this one will not join. Nah, this one, I'd given results, or what can I say? I judged them, or had given a result or a verdict that this one will never join. This one doesn't have finances. This one is not this. If you have that list that you had already prejudged, go back to that list again. So I flipped the cards and went back to that list and started calling those people. And something amazing happened. Those were the first people that joined my business. And I'm really grateful. So, do you know what? Something else that I decided to do to keep my fire burning? I decided to turn the nose into what we call firewood. So, in my business, really, when somebody slams me with a no, I put it in the fire. That is the firewood for my fire. So if I get 10 no's, it means my fire is going to burn brighter. I'm going to shine brighter. I'm going to get more energy. So I have just done the vice versa. The no's are my source of inspiration. The no's are my drive. The no's are like my fuel. So if you're somebody who's been sleeping and saying, I have received 10 no's, I received 100 no's, that was me a year ago. I didn't have it easy. But I just made that decision that same day that, look, you've invested money. And just because somebody else doesn't get the vision, it doesn't mean that is the end of my business. So I moved on to people who caught the vision, and we started working. And the fourth thing that really, the third thing that really changed my life and kept my fire burning was trainings. Trainings really changed my life forever. I started jumping in every Sunday like this. We have every Sunday, unless there's a major event, we have these trainings. So that's the first thing that you should write: Sunday trainings. Always tune into a Sunday training. Then we've got regional trainings. Regional trainings, normally we have people who are already crushing this business, or who are already self-made millionaires, who come to your country, or even leaders, and then train you on how to do the business. I remember a year ago in August, we had Matt Morris and the wife, his beautiful wife. They came to Zimbabwe and they trained us for some 2 days. And that was again my other fire that kept me going to the next stage. My mindset was really changed. So as the team, because all of us, this is team effort. We all came for the training. We plugged in. We invited our team, and after that, team, our country has never been the same. That I can promise you. So these are also trainings that you can organize and have people or leaders come and occasionally train you. They are called regional trainings. Recently, we had a regional training in the UK, and they had Coach Aaron and Efrosini training them. So we also have what we call international trainings, like on our playbooks and Amplify, where you get to be trained again by a group of trainers who are already successful in this business, network marketing gurus, and they will also help you. My first one, that one I attended to Barcelona, Spain, and I tell you, that was my first international training. Ever since, my business has blown out of proportion, and I've moved to another rank, and my team is actually exploding. So that's the other key thing I wanted to show you. Let me also show you my tree, how I started. So in October 2024, this was my tree. So you can imagine, the first day that I joined, the next day, I woke up with two people, and I didn't know these two people. So in our tree, normally we call these people that you don't know that come under you, we call that love from above or spillovers. They are counted under your team. So I started bragging that I had two people in my team. Whenever somebody would ask, so where are you in your business? I just used to say I have two, which according to the business, you already have two, because this is teamwork. So my leader was also working. I ended up having two people, and I started in recruiting the people. But something else also happened during the trainings that we had. I remember we had a training with Efrosini Ademidis on a Sunday like this one. And we had a competition where as team members, we were asked to invite during that call. And the person who had the greatest list of people who confirmed invitation to a certain Zoom was going to win a 1 hour session with the mentor. So that session really changed my life. I was number one. I recruited most people to that Zoom that was going to happen that night, and I got the 1 hour session. And in that 1 hour session, I just had one question for my mentor, Efrosini. I just asked, where did she get? She had in a previous concept, she had a team of more than 450 people, 50,000 people in a team, and she personally mentored from scratch more than 30 people to become first-time millionaires. So the question that I'd been yearning to ask her was, did she just wake up knowing all those 450,000 people? And she said, actually, she didn't know anybody. She had no one. She just knew a few people, that is, a few friends and their relatives. And by then, she was still in the UK. And then she explained something else that really changed my business. She said, as you continue to recruit people in your tree, like this one, as you can see under me, there's a next person, Shumirai, and then the next spillover is Kenan. She then explained that when you have four people, isn't the fourth generation, isn't the fourth person, normally that's where the team begins to drive depth. That's when the team starts to multiply, and that's normally when you get that A card that you're looking for. So normally growth happens or duplication happens massively in the fourth generation. It simply means on the fourth person going on in your trees, whichever branches that you have, that's where the magic is going to happen. And for sure, after that session, I really started watching my tree, uh, looking at every branch, working with the people, everyone in in the branches. And one of my other side in the left side, I was really, I think by then I was a silver, and I was trying to get to gold. But somebody who had stayed for 6 months, not recruiting, that person actually joined and who just was interested in the product. And I was busy saying to myself, this person is not bringing any business to me. And she's just been sitting for 6 months, paying her subscriptions faithfully. Uh, what can I do about her? But she just made a decision after 6 months to also recruit a friend who loved travel. But in the next 24 hours, something happened. She also recruited her friend who also wanted to travel. And that friend also recruited a fourth friend who loved travel. And there was a fourth generation in action. The fourth person happened to be Gladys. I really appreciate Gladys' work and her leadership. She was the fourth person. And on that day, the next day, she single-handedly recruited 13 people in a day. You can imagine. So the words of my mentor really struck me, and they came back that normally the action in your trees begin in the fourth generation, the fourth place. And in a month, she had recruited 23 people. You can imagine. And with those team on the left side, we started working together. And I really have to be grateful and to clap hands for her leadership and her works. And ever since then, she has not stopped to work. And so many leaders have been born on that side. The same with my other side, my right side. I started with Simba the Green, and Simba the Green when we drove when he drove depth into his tree, we started to explode. And he has also exploded, and he's now a gold. And the team is expanded by. We now have so many leaders that I'll show you, that I also want to acknowledge in my team when we started working. So one thing is key in this business. We have mentorship, and you've got to take advantage of it. We are mentored in our team by Efrosini Adamides, who is a self-made millionaire based in Cyprus. And she's an international trainer, a business growth expert. For those who didn't know her, I've just been talking about her. And my mentor again, Matt Morris, based in the US, the author of Unemployed Millionaire. He's a self-made millionaire and the best-selling author, and also an international trainer. So it also matters who's mentoring you. Know your upline leaders who are successful in this business, your mentors, and be present when they train us. Normally, they come on the Sunday trainings like this, or even to our regional meetings physically. Uh, there are so many others who've been to my country. I could give thanks to Jesse McPherson. He's been to Zimbabwe with along with Efrosini to mentor us. And ever since then, we are exploding as a team. And also Muzafa Naj, I've met him in international training. He also continues to help our team. So really, there are so many of our mentors that can mentor us. So I like what my mentor Efrosini's vision is for us in Africa and in Europe. This is key, ladies and gentlemen. If you do know, if you're working with our mentor, or even if you are not working with her, make the decision to work with her. How do you work with her? By joining trainings like this. Joining trainings, attending trainings, regional trainings, international trainings. That's how you get mentored by her. And we also have WhatsApp group. Sometimes we have WhatsApp groups that when you qualify, you get into that WhatsApp group and you are personally mentored by her. So I want you to know her vision. And her vision for us is to create 1,000 first timers to become millionaires in Africa and in Europe. So make that decision to be part of those 1,000 millionaires. I made that decision in 2024, and ever since, I have not stopped running. I have not lit away my fire. I continue to put the firewood with the nose, with the trainings, with my why. So this is our mentor, and that's a vision. Be part of the vision, because when you measure your vision with somebody who has already made it, then you go far. You see it clearer in your mind. So we have a financial vehicle, the formula for success, that is also critical in this business. If you didn't know about it, we've got a financial vehicle that I've been following faithfully. And the formula simply is very simple. You can take a screenshot or just write it down. It simply says financial vehicle times your effort and your skill becomes your success story. So what is the financial vehicle? The financial vehicle is the one that you already have, which is Viago. You're already in it. And then your effort and time is what's required. Take time to give yourself maybe an hour or two. It just depends. Your business is like a shop. I like how Jesse calls it. He calls our business like it's like a shop. Would you open your shop at 5 p.m. when you woke up at 8 a.m.? Is that doing justice to your business? Definitely not. If I was a shop owner, I was going to faithfully open 8 a.m. and faithfully open during when people are going home. Why? Because I really want to maximize in that business, and I really want to be successful. So with my business, I put some hours after work. This is on a part-time basis. After work, I office my office opens around 6, preparing for the Zoom and inviting. By then I would have driven home. And then I close my office around 10. Sometimes when I have members who need help, and myself, if I want to extend my business, I can go up to 12 midnight. So it really depends with your schedule. You can open your business at whichever time, on a full-time basis or on a part-time basis like I do. And your skills is the investment in time and money. So you really need to invest in this business. How do you invest? You invest by enrolling in trainings, especially the international trainings. You invest by getting books that help your mindset. There's a current book that I'm reading, and I'm grateful. The first book that I'm reading, I was gifted by Gladys when she went to India. It's called The Magic of Thinking Big. So you can have whichever book that you are reading, but invest in your mind. Also, it's also good. You can even read a page a day. I mean, it's your time and effort. The way you pace yourself is really up to you, or 2 pages. But by the end of the year, you will be done with that book. So allow me tonight to promote two two trainings. The first one, I'm going to talk about Lisbon, Portugal. How many of us have booked for Lisbon, Portugal, or have a training ticket? Now, I like how Jesse taught us how it's done, and I have taken notes on this one. So Jesse really says you really have to have a notebook, and on that notebook, on the first column, create a table with columns. Talk about the training ticket. On the first column, you can write the training ticket that you should have bought the training ticket by a certain time. And then you could talk about accommodation. You should have secured your accommodation. Right now, we are in March, and we will be going on this trip in June. This is March, April, May, June, 4 months to go. And we can't even count June. So 3 months to go, because June you'll be already packing your bags. So 3 months to go. So it means in this month, you should tick on your columns that I've already purchased my training ticket. If you don't have your training ticket, please, it is vital that you go back to the leader. We'll also be posting in our groups and promoting these trips, a link that you can click on and then join, or go to your back office under events. the tickets are available. And then also keep checking for any other information that will be shared. And then the next thing that you also need to prepare in April maybe is accommodation. If you can afford, you can do it now. If the dates are already out, just tick that you have already paid your training ticket, your accommodation, and then the flight. Have a column where you put the flight and tick that your flight is ready. You are ready to go. And then also, if you have a team, it's also good to work with your team. Also check that they've got a training ticket. Some don't know how to book the training ticket or how to go about it, and they've never traveled, maybe internationally. Show them how it's done, and also guide them in how to book the accommodation that will be available and any other extra activities through our back office events and the flights and everything. In like in our country, last time when we went to Dubai, we had a group booking. Some had group bookings, some had individual bookings. So it's really up to you and your team. So even if you have one person, that is your team. Work with them and come with them to the training. The best trained team wins. I will show you my team and show you how many people have been to an international training and the homework that I'm left. So you can imagine if their leaders, if every person could go to a training and they encourage somebody else, how our teams will explode. So this time I'm not leaving anyone in my team. If you've never been to Portugal, I can't explain the fun that I had in Dubai. So this time I'm holding your hand and we're going together to Portugal and experience it firsthand. So we're going to be trained by Eric Grabowski. We call him Mr. Get Paid. This guy is good in the compensation plan. He's good in breaking it down. He's a network marketing guru. He's a millionaire. And you're also going to be trained by our very own Helen Mandishona, the Blue Diamond. Remember, I mentioned how important it is to follow, to first follow those who have made it in this business. I follow them. And Helen Madishona earns 10,000 plus other commission close to 20,000. She's a blue diamond. Definitely, I'm taking some notes and I'm following her leadership. So we will meet her in Portugal. I've already booked and I'm also working on my list on ticking on accommodation and flight. Definitely, it's a 3-month plan that I'm working on. Then the next training is in Johannesburg, South Africa. For those of you who might say Johannesburg, Lisbon, Portugal is a bit far. If you're in Africa, we've got South Africa. But still, if you can make it to both trips, why not? I'm booked for all trips. I've got, so again on my list, I've ticked on training tickets. Lisbon, Portugal, I've ticked. And then on Joburg, South Africa, I've ticked. I already have my training ticket. So now I'm working on other tickets. And now I'm going to tick on the next list. Accommodation is now out and it's now on our event site. So you need to go and purchase your accommodation. So in the month of March, we are securing our accommodation and even our flights. Why not do it now? It becomes cheaper if you do it now. So make sure you tick on your column that you are now working on accommodation. So you're going to be trained by the best. We're going to have Matt Morris, one of my mentors again. I explained to you who he is. He's a self-made millionaire. And personally, he has mentored up to 54 people to become first-time millionaires. And we have Muzaffar Naj also will be there. This one is a network marketing guru. He's also a millionaire. I've been trained before with him. And get with these two people, these are dynamites. Make sure you do whatever it takes to get every team member in front of them. With the training, let me tell you my experience, something else within you activates. I'm sorry to say that even if somebody brings you notes, I remember in Greece, I could not go, and I asked the Mpempas to write notes for me, and they took detailed notes, but I could not connect to the notes. I don't know if you're getting it. There was something that was not lighting within me. They were just words. But when I went to Barcelona, Spain, something within me as the speakers spoke lit. So it's not about the notes, it's about what they're going to. Every one of the speakers has a word for you, especially for you. And something was ignited within me when I was in Barcelona, when I was in Dubai. And I can't share it, even if I said I always share my testimony, but it's within me. That's the unfortunate part when you go for these trainings. So let's have all of us go. I could talk, let me explain to you what happened when I went to Barcelona. When I went to Barcelona, it was an expensive trip and it was my first time traveling. It was not easy. Why? Because I had some challenges with my visa, but I went to the embassy and I told them, look, this is my business and I really have to attend. It's important for my business growth and for my mindset. So I have to have that visa before Friday. So when I went to give them my peace of mind, the visa then came out, but it came out late. I wish I'd visited them earlier, but I kept on fighting. Why? Because my mentor, Efrosini, kept on encouraging me that even if you come for a day, it matters. So I was determined to come even for a few seconds. It would have mattered to me because it was going to be first-hand information. So when I got my ticket, it was really my visa. It was really late. I got it on a Thursday, and others had already started their vacation. And when I went to the airlines, everything had rocketed. The price were now expensive. So I had to pay an arm and a leg, and for that ticket, I paid it was 1,600. And that 1,600, can you imagine, was not even for a straight flight. It was for a connecting flight, my dear friends. So I connected from Thursday. That was the only one left for me, so I had no choice again. From Thursday, I was in Addis Ababa Friday till evening, and then I arrived Saturday in time for the training. But that didn't bother me because I was there. I showed up. Even if I missed the holiday, the point is I showed up for the main important meal, which was the training. The cost and the accommodation and everything, it was more than 2,000 US. I think I used about 2,500 US, and it was a lot of money by then, but I didn't feel it. It was really worth it because if I tell you what I ended up earning in the year 2025, it's really amazing. That was a drop in the ocean. So that training was really worthwhile. So tonight, I want to encourage somebody, do whatever it takes to come to that training. Even if you have to borrow or do, because there are things that are waiting for you that we can't share with you. So we also have, lastly, secondly, the Benjamin promo. This was extended. What does this promo mean? If you've not been participating, myself and a couple of team members have tasted this Benjamin promotion. The Benjamin promotion simply means if you recruit two people with the African pack, normally you are given $200. But with the Benjamin promo, it means you're going to be given an extra $100 on top to make it $300. So how is that? So we've been using this promo to grow our teams. Each and every one of us in our team who are helping each other to each bring two, and then to make sure that everybody benefits in the promo. Then secondly, if you recruit people with the VIP pack, which is for 450, it means that that is unlimited on the Benjamin promo. You can have as many twos to get the 300, as many twos. It's really unlimited with the VIP pack. So we've been working with both of these packs to capitalize, to maximize and grow our teams. You're gonna hear. I'm gonna leave Coach Aaron to explain more. Also, what he's doing in his team. So the other thing I'm gonna talk about is subscriptions. Let's pay our subscriptions. Why do we need to pay our subscriptions? Paying our subscriptions every month simply means that you're going to get a loyal getaway trip by the end of 12 months if you've been paying them loyally. We've got a couple of members who've been to these trips, and I'm also due for a trip. So that's a giveaway then again, and it's really worth the while. And you also going to keep your cycle bonuses. If you're not faithful with your monthly subscriptions, it means these cycle bonuses are going to fall away. Remember, even if you're not working right now and you have 1,000 people on your other side and you're trying to build the other side, even if you start building the other side after a year, the business still owes you team commission on those thousands on the other side. So they will match 4 left and 4 right and pay you until you get to match the 4,000 on your other side. So it's really worth the while to pay your subscriptions to make sure that you keep your cycle bonus even in the near future. So ensure that your card is loaded, and if possible, let's do it. If you are towards month end, let's do it 3 days before the month end, because there is a lot of pressure during month end, and sometimes we have sleepless nights, and some miss the loyal trip. Why? Because in the night, maybe your card can fail or have other technical issues while you are sleeping, and you wake up the next day, you have not subscribed. So let's not wait for last minute when it comes to our subscriptions. Let's do it on time. And if your month, all your dates are month end, do it 3 days before the month ends. So I've come to the end of my presentation, but I'm really grateful. Let me last off share how Viago has also changed my life. Financially, ladies and gentlemen, on a part-time basis, my salary has become my pocket money. Do you hear that? My salary has become my pocket money because of what I'm earning in Viago. No hard feelings, but it is what it is, and I'm grateful for that. So nowadays, I wait for my pocket money at work while I really earn the big monies in Viago, and I'm really grateful. You can do this. All of us can do this. Let's maximize on the Benjamin promotion. Let's all bring our teams to the training. There's also one photo I wanted to show you. Let me see if I can share it. Just a moment. That was a photo of my team. Just a moment. And that has really changed my life. Okay, let me just mention it. From my team, I had 8 leaders who came for the international training. So you can imagine, out of my leaders, I have about those who have ranked up. I've got 12 leaders, and out of the 12 leaders, 8 of them have come to an international training. So that is the reason why my team is exploding. I know a lot of you ask me the question, how are you doing it? How is your team exploding? That is the major reason. Training and doing promotions when they come and go. So let me leave it to Coach Aaron to close and just give you a few remarks. But we have come to the end of our training, and it was a pleasure being your trainer for tonight. I hope you've learned something or taken something that you can also use to improve your business and explode your business.
Oh my goodness, my goodness. Guys, please, can we just give some round of applause, some virtual emojis to our Emerald Ambassador, Rumbi? Well done, well done, well done, Emerald Ambassador Rumbi. I mean, I was just sitting here, I was sitting on the edge of my seat, and please look here. What she has just given us is a roadmap of what you need to succeed in this business. And as you can see, she is just following the system. She's just following the system. Our system has been put in place for a reason. If you just follow that, there are not two ways but you succeed. Talk about perseverance. I mean, the journey to Barcelona, I remember you coming into Barcelona, well, at least the training has already started, but you made it. And like you said, in this business, when you attend training, there's a difference getting notes. It's just like these trainings that we do every Sunday. There are some people who say, I'm looking for a recorded. I don't listen to recorded. I want to hear it real time. And it makes a big difference. I've never missed myself personally a training because I understood the concept that when you attend trainings, your earnings multiply, and you can see with Emerald Ambassador Rumbi. I remember myself going to Greece. I had missed to apply the visa on time. So the two centers that are in UK were all full. Manchester and London, where I could go by train by 30 minutes, but I had to drive to go to Scotland, which is a distance for those that are in Zimbabwe. Is from Victoria Falls to Harare, or Harare to Victoria Falls. I drove because I understood the power of training. So we have 2 trainings that are coming, like what she has said. I'm sure each and every one of us will need to book for Portugal first. That is coming, and we have our amazing Blue Diamond Helen, who will be one of the trainers. And as you can imagine, she was recently invited to train in the US because of what she's doing. So she will be in Portugal. So if you want to build your business, for those that are in Europe, and of course, even from Africa, you can fly, go or roads that lead to Portugal. And together, you will be with Eric, Mr. Get Paid, all the way from US. And of course, in July, we'll conclude that with the training that is coming in Africa, in Johannesburg, South Africa, with our 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 leaders, Muzafa and also Matt Morris, top-notch leaders. Guys, the system that we have is amazing. I want to just thank you, I'm Emerald Ambassador Rumbi, and for telling us your story. Your story is one of those stories that each one of us, if we do the same, like what we have done, will duplicate the same results. That's the beauty about what we are doing here. Just duplicate what she's doing. She's attending trainings. Just recently, yesterday, she was training in Harare during our Super Saturday. When you hear those, just follow our system. I just want to conclude by just appreciating our leadership that we have in our team, starting with the Blue Diamond Helen. I just admire our Blue Diamond Helen, the passion that she has in terms of making sure that each one of us wins. And of course, working together with our Mendo Efrosin and also our Mendo Matt Morris. I mean, look here, guys, it's quite very difficult to have the combination of the trio, Blue Diamond Helen, Efrosin, and Matt Morris together. And for us as a team, we are so privileged to have them. And of course, we have other layers of our Mendos, Jesse, Muzafa that are coming on board. But these three, they work with us all the time, and we really want to appreciate them. So I just want to charge you to say, as we now are left with 2 weeks in the month of March, the promotion that is there, the Benjamin promotion, is there for a reason. When a promotion is put in our business, it's there to fuel your business. Myself personally, I'm taking that personal because I'm working with the team. So this is what you do. I'll give you as a takeaway. If someone in your team registers someone, just look in your organization, maybe it's their first person. What you need to do is you need to talk to the two. You talk to the sponsor, the one that you've signed up someone, and say, congratulations for signing up one person, but you are just left with one person for you to qualify, for you to be, to win the Benjamin promotion. And of course, you talk about being them club 6. You then go to the new person that has been signed up, because most of them, they may not even know what about this promotion is about. You again say, congratulations for being part of our team, but there's this promotion that is running up this month of March. We call it month of momentum, month of madness. You have just signed up and you are a team member. I just want to congratulate you, but there's this promotion where when you sign up 2 people, naturally, you should get $200. But our company will give you another extra bonus of $100. So I'll be there to support you for you to win and to get that promotion. So I just want to thank each one of you. We are just about to get into the next segment, which is the presentation. We have one of our top leaders in Africa by the name Harriet Ekude. She will be presenting. So soon after this, we log off, invite your guests, and then she will do the job for you. So I just want to wish you a pleasant and fruitful week as we go. Guys, we are left with 2 weeks. We need to see ranks popping up, new ranks coming up, re-ranking and getting to the next rank. So thank you so much, and may God bless you.
Thank you so much. We've come to the end of our presentation. Let's see you in the Zoom.